everyone, welcome to Solo Board Game Alert. I'm Robert, and today I want to discuss Conquest of Paradise. This is a soloable 4X game by designer Kevin McPartland, and the reason why I want to talk about this game today is because it is getting a new edition by Phalanx. And the reason why I'm also familiar with this game is because I've played the second deluxe edition from GMT. And to give you some more background, GMT was originally gonna do a third printing of this game, but for some reason they dropped the plans and they gave the rights of the game back to Kevin. But he definitely, got busy quick and found another publisher. And I'm glad that he found a way to keep this game in print, because I do think that it is fantastic. And it looks like Phalanx has really come through and made a really gorgeous treatment of the game. Now, this was my first title after Fields of Fire, which was not only my first GMT title, but also my very first solo board game ever, okay? So after that, I picked up many other solo board games, but this was the first GMT title that I picked up after that. And I'm very fond of this game because it is first, it has a very lovely theme. So one of the reasons why I like this game so much is because it is about Polynesian maritime empires in the Pacific. And this was my introduction to Polynesian culture and history, okay? This was very, very fascinating to me. And this is really what opened my eyes to the historical value that war games can have. This genuinely had a educational value to me, and I just found it very fascinating learning about these cultures, okay? But on top of the historical dose, you get a nice, easy to learn, streamlined, soloable 4X game, which is a game that doesn't have many pickings in the solo board gaming sphere, okay? I've mentioned this many times, so there's just not a whole lot of 4X games to choose from, and I actually feel kind of bad that I've not brought this game up more before. To be fair, I've not played it in a few years, but the time that I had with it a few years ago, I do remember having a blast. Now, for those that are jumping in for the first time with this third edition by Phalanx, apparently there are gonna be a few improvements to the rules, okay, but nothing too major apparently, all right? But aside from the slight improvements to the rules, they have completely given it a deluxe treatment, and instead of a mounted board, it's gonna have a neoprene mat for the map. So in this game, there's a very cool exploration element where you have these tiles that you draw from, okay? You send your ships out in the sea, and it has this very cool thematic knot mechanic. It's kind of a bit of a push your luck element with how far you want to send your ship out, because it might get lost at sea. So you want to be careful with how far you want to chart the seas. But you need to explore the seas in order to find islands for you to occupy with your Polynesian tribe and expanding. And I do remember the solo bot being pretty easy to run, just the game being very accessible to learn. Now, to be clear, I am not gonna be backing this, unfortunately, and the reason is I am just enamored by my original deluxe second edition with the classic Roger B. McGowan graphic design look to it from GMT Games. Rest in peace to Roger, by the way. Very sad to find out earlier this year that he passed away. But yeah, I just love the classic look that he has for his GMT titles, and yeah, this is just something that's gonna stay in my collection, okay? So I unfortunately can't have two, double the space for the same game. But if you have not played Conquest of Paradise, this looks like an amazing way to jump into the game. Another thing that I want to point out is that I also played this with my family, okay? And I found it to be a great accessible 4X title that you can play with other folks that might not be, hardcore gamers. And yeah, just from looking at these paintings, as much as I love my other edition, I do have to say that the paintings just look astonishing here. The artwork here is spectacular, and the components just look top notch. And keep in mind that I originally paid around 60 USD for the GMT second deluxe edition, and I thought it was worth it, okay? So I think this is a pretty fair price considering how deluxeified the game is. But yeah, folks, that pretty much is it. I wanted to shout out this game. I think it's great. And I do wish Phalanx and Kevin good luck and success with the campaign. I can vouch for the game being great, having tried the second edition, okay? But I am going to stick with my second edition copy. And if you're new to this game, I highly recommend it as an accessible, soloable 4X. That's also great multiplayer. So let me know in the comment section, folks. Are you interested? Are you backing it? Are you avoiding it? And if so, let me know why. But other than that, folks, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, go ahead and put them in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.